This is Tips for Dining Out. This is one of the topics that will be studied for our 4-H FCS Skillathon competition. This is in the area of the life skills assessment portion of the contest. When eating food in a restaurant or at home, you should always use your manners. Having nice table manners will become very natural for you, and it's also a benefit that you can use in the future for various things such as 4-H banquets, dinners with special guests or other relatives, and for your first job interview that includes a dinner. Remember, place your napkin in your lap. Do not rest your elbows on the table. And the key to fast food eating is to be casual and comfortable, but polite and considerate. And these are good basic rules to remember anytime that you are enjoying a meal with friends and family. Let's cover some specifics for each area of dining out. So when ordering food, if you or the people at your table are not ready to order, simply tell your server that you need a little more time. However, don't spend a lot of time or make them wait too long. You should know what you want and be prompt when ordering. If your group wants separate checks, please let your server know that at the beginning before you order anything, including your drinks. This will make it easier to separate the checks at the end of the meal. If you are being served in a buffet line, there's a few things that you should do. Make sure you use a clean plate each time you get food. The attraction of the buffet is that you can sample as many foods as you like, but you do need to use a clean plate each time you go. Don't take your dirty plate back through the line. If you pick up a piece of food, keep it on your plate. Don't change your mind and put it back. So as you go through the line, take what you're going to eat and eat what you take is kind of a good rule. So don't pick up 17 chicken tenders and you know you're only going to eat 3 and decide to take them back up there. That's not good manners. If your silverware or flatware is rolled inside the paper napkin, unwrap the napkin, place it in your lap, and then place the silverware in the appropriate place. And once seated, do not begin eating until others around you or at least half of your table is seated and ready to eat. Let's talk a little bit about salad bars. Wait your turn in line and never move ahead of the person in front of you. Most of our salad bar tips are very similar to what we say when we're going through the buffet line. Use the serving utensils provided. Don't reach in with your hands or use your own flatware to take items from the salad bar. If you accidentally take too much, do not move excess food back to the serving dishes. So if you take a big old scoop of the fruit salad, don't rake half of it back into the bowl. Make sure you take only what you're going to eat. Don't reach across to the other side of the salad bar. Wait till you've gone down one side of the salad bar and then move and come back up the other side. It helps to watch the flow of traffic around the salad bar so you know which direction the movement is going. And remember, be patient and courteous to others in line, just as you'd have them do for you. Even though many of us like to eat at fast food restaurants, there are still some general guidelines for dining out that apply here too. Treat those who serve you with respect. Be ready to order when you get to the counter. Don't hold up the line, umming and ohing and trying to decide. Try to have a game plan ahead of time so you know what you're going to order. If you have to wait on your order, move to the side away from the main counter. Some restaurants will even have a designated pickup area. If you order for several people, ask them to help you carry your order to the table. You shouldn't be responsible for taking 5 trays of food back to the people. Most fast foods are made for eating without utensils, so it is proper to pick up food with your fingers. And since the wrappers or the containers are actually the plate at most fast food restaurants, you should leave them spread out while you are eating. Of course, after you finish, always discard your trash in the trash can and make sure you leave your area clean. A few tips while dining out. Be respectful of other people dining. Never complain about the food or service. If something doesn't go quite well, be sure to mention it to the waiter or to the manager. Turn off your cell phone to vibrate or silent when you arrive at the restaurant. Practice good phone etiquette as well. Families with small children should not let little kids just run around the restaurant. Young kids are old enough to begin using proper table etiquette as well. Wait until everyone at your table has been served before you begin to eat. A few other items. If your group is celebrating a birthday or special occasion, don't take over the whole restaurant and be too rowdy. Arrange for a private room if needed and available at that restaurant. Remember to leave a tip. A good guide is 15 to 20% of your total bill. In some cases where you are eating with a buffet or you pick up your own food, you can reduce that to around 10 to 15%. But remember, it's always proper to leave a tip. Remember your manners. Say please and thank you to the servers and other people who are waiting on your table. If you are especially pleased with the food or service, it is a nice gesture to offer compliments. Talk to the manager or the head waiter, and their management will appreciate hearing from a satisfied customer. It's important to give praise and compliments when you've had good service and a good meal. Now, sometimes there may be things that happen during the meal. Sometimes we do make a mess or make an accident, and that's okay. If you drop your fork or spoon, ask the waiter for another one. Don't ever pick it up and try to clean it off. If you sit at the table and your meal arrives and the fork or the glass is not clean, ask for the waiter to come over and discreetly ask for a new glass or a new utensil. If you spot something in your food that doesn't belong, maybe something fell on your food as it was coming out, things happen sometimes. Don't make a big scene. Always alert your waiters to the problem and ask for them to bring you a replacement meal. If someone at your table has food on their face, politely tell them. You know that you would want other people to tell you if it happened to you. If you accidentally knock over a drink, be sure to grab the glass and set it upright to avoid a breakage. Of course, apologize to the table. Try to blot up the liquid if you can, but once again, call for your waiter who will help you take care of it and ask for a fresh drink. Remember these tips the next time you are dining out with friends and family. Your table manners are very important since they will follow you everywhere. By learning and practicing proper table manners and dining etiquette, you can avoid potentially embarrassing situations. And you can enjoy dining no matter where you are if you are comfortable using good manners. So always take a few minutes and maybe practice these with your friends and family there at home. And if you have questions, make sure you always ask somebody what the proper etiquette and manners would be for that meal or situation.